give them time at 5. 5টা সময়। Hare Krishna, Gaur Premanande Hare। Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya। Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya। Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya। Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki। Srimad Bhagavatam, 7th Canto, Chapter 9. Prahlad pacifies the Lord with his prayers. Text 55. This is the last verse of this chapter, chapter 9. Shri Narada Uvacha Evam Pralabhyamanopi Varair Loka Pralobhanai Ekantitvad Bhagavati Naichat Tan Asuratamaha। Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Evam Pralabhyamanopi Balairka Pralabhamanai Barailoka Pralobhanai Ekantitvad Bhagavati Naichattan Asurottamaha। Shri Narada Uvacha Evam Pralabhyamanopi Varailoko Pralobhanai Ekantitvat Bhagavati Naichattan Asurottamaha। Evam Pralabhyamanopi Valailoka Pralobhanai Ekantitvad Bhagavati Naichattan Asurottamaha। Shri Narada Uvacha Evam Pralabhyamanopi Balailoka Pralobhanai Ekantitvad Bhagavati Naichat Ekantitvad Bhagavati Naichattan Asurottamaha। Mataji's Sri Narada Uvacha, the great saint Narad said, Evam, thus, pralabhamanaha, being allured or induced, api, although, varai, by benedictions, loka, of the world, pralobhanai, by different kinds of allurements, ekantitvat, because of being solely surrendered, Bhagavati, unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, na oichat, did not want, tan, those benedictions, Asurattamaha, Prahlad Maharaj, the best of the family of Asuras. Jai Shri Shri Radha Madan Mohan ki Jai. Jai Shri Shri Krishna Balaram ki Jai. Jai Shri Shri Gaur Nitai ki Jai. Jai Shri Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Maharani ki Jai. Jai Shri Shri Prahlad Nrsinga Dev ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Gaur Premanande. Narad Muni said, Prahlad Maharaj was the best person in the family of Asuras, who always aspire for material happiness. Nonetheless, although allured by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who offered him all benedictions for material happiness, because of his unalloyed Krishna consciousness, he did not want to take any material benefit for sense gratification. Please repeat after me. Narad Muni said, Prahlad Maharaj was the best person in the family of Asuras, who always aspire for material happiness. Nonetheless, although allured by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who offered him all kinds of benedictions for material happiness, because of his unalloyed Krishna consciousness, he did not want to take any material benefit for sense gratification. Purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada. Pure devotees like Prahlad Maharaj and Dhruva Maharaj do not aspire for any material benefit at any stage of devotional service. When the Lord was present before Dhruva Maharaj, Dhruva didn't want to take any material benefit from the Lord. Swami kritarthosmi varam na jache. As a pure devotee, he could not ask the Lord for any material benefit. In this regard, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instructed us, Na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim, kavitang ba jagadisha kamayi, mama janmani janmanishwari, bhavatad bhaktir ahaitukitvayi. O my Lord, Jagadish, I do not pray for benedictions by which to achieve material wealth, popularity or beauty. My only desire is to serve you. Kindly engage me in the service of the servant of your servant. Thus end the Bhaktivedanta purports of the 7th canto, 9th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled Prahlad pacifies Lord Nrsingadev with prayers. Sri Narada Uvacha Evam pralobhyamanopi varai loko pralobhanai ekantittad bhagavati naichattan asurottamaha. Narad Muni said Prahlad Maharaj was the best person in the family of Asuras, who always aspired for material happiness. Nonetheless, although allured by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who offered him all benedictions for material happiness, because of his unalloyed Krishna consciousness, he did not want to take any material benefit for sense gratification. So, these few chapters are describing about the glory of Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj was the son of the greatest of all demons, Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha are two brothers who are actually the gatekeepers of Vaikuntha. And they were cursed by 4 Kumaras. And as a result of that, they fell down. They were great devotees, but they fell down and became 2 very, very powerful demons. There is also another side to it. When they were cursed, these 2 gatekeepers of Vaikuntha, Jai and Vijay, they were given 2 options by the Lord. That you can come to the material nature, you fall down, you will go down to the material nature due to the curse. Now, if you remain there as my devotees, then you have to stay there for 7 lifetimes. But if you become my enemy, if you become my enemies, then you will stay there for 3 lifetimes. So they opted for 3 lifetimes, although becoming demon. So here is another side to it, that these are the pastimes of the Lord with his devotees. The Lord comes to the material nature, and in order to come to the material nature, he makes some arrangements. Why does he come to the material nature? Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati. When there is a decline of religious principles, people in general become very demoniac. At that time, the Lord comes to rectify the situation. And when he comes, he also makes arrangements. Like when he decided to come as Krishna, he decided to send Vrindavan, send all his devotees here. He told the demigods to take birth in the Jadu and Vrishni families so that they could assist him. And just as he instructed the demigods to appear as his devotees, he also arranges the demons to come down also. The same, Jai and Vijay in Krishna's pastimes appeared as Shishupal and Dantavakra. Enemies. But they're actually, we have to understand that they're playing a role. Just like in a drama, an actor plays a role. The person may be a very good person, but he plays the role of a villain. And when he plays the role of a villain, we become so angry with him. He is actually a very nice person, but he's acting the role of a villain. And you get so angry seeing his activities as a villain, you feel like just going up onto the stage and take a danda and start beating him up. That is the business of an actor. He becomes that role and plays the role. So here we have to understand Jai and Vijay are playing that role. So they came as 2 brothers, Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha. extremely powerful. And when people become powerful, they think that they are the greatest. So that was their nature. No one was actually equal to them in this world. Even the demigods were defeated by them. Such powerful individuals. The Hiranyaksha got into a fight with Varahadev. There's also a history. Hiranyaksha was going around with a mace in his hand, challenging everybody, come fight with me. He defeated the demigods, many demigods. Then he went to Varun Dev, come have a fight with me. Varun said, look, I'm no match for you. You don't enjoy fighting with me. So, rather you find a suitable match for you to fight with. So he asked, who is the suitable match for me? He said, Hari. Where is Hari? Well, Hari is difficult to find. But when one sincerely searches for him, then he can be found. He is everywhere. But it's difficult to find him. See, this is Hari's thing. He is a great magician. He is here, but you don't see him. He is there, but he is not, you don't see him. He is in your heart, but you don't see him. But in order to become qualified, you have to really sincerely search for Hari. So Hiranyaksha started to search for him. And in the meantime, Hiranyaksha was very fond of gold. Materialistic people are generally very fond of gold. Because if you have gold, you can have everything. So he took up all the gold out of this planet, and as a result of that, gold is actually maintains the balance of the planet in the orbit. So because he took away all the gold, Earth planet fell out of the orbit and fell into the lower region. So then to rescue the Earth planet, the Lord appeared as Varahadev. So Hiranyaksha saw that a gigantic creature is lifting the Earth planet, and he became very upset, very angry. That how do you dare to lift the Earth planet without my permission? And he challenged him to fight. So the Lord placed the Earth planet again in the orbit, and Hiranyaksha was fighting with a mace. This is a custom. Whatever weapon one has, the other person takes up the same weapon to fight with. And if the person doesn't have any weapon, the other person drops the weapon and fights with him with their hand. So Hiranyaksha had a mess, so the Lord also called the mess, just appeared. Amazing, yeah? Baraha, a boar, doesn't have fingers in his hand. He has just two split hooves. And he started to fight. Terrible fight ensued. Actually, why Hiranyakashipu, why Jaya and Vijay came? Do you remember? Jaya and Vijay felt that the Lord in Vaikuntha cannot enjoy Viraras, the mellow of chivalry, which is derived out of fighting. So they felt that if we could give him the taste of the Viraras, and the result was that. And the Lord, he wanted to give the pleasure to the Lord by fighting with the Lord. So you can well imagine what kind of fight ensued. They fought and fought and fought for a long time. And the demigods were watching from the higher planets. Terrible fight taking place between a very strange looking creature, a boar, a pig, huge. And here is this demon, Hiranyaksha. They're fighting, and they saw this boar is fighting so fiercely with him. And they started suspecting, this must be Hari himself. Otherwise, who could fight with Hiranyaksha like this? And then at one point, being struck by Hiranyaksha's mace, the mace from the hand of Barahadev fell off. He was there, standing, no weapon in his hand. So Barahadev just standing there, and Hiranyaksha now could strike him. And the demigods cried out, "My Lord, please do something. Our life here is almost in our throat. It's just about to leave the body. We are going to, out of anxiety, we are going to leave our body." So, see the devotees in such condition, the Lord very mercifully with his left hand just smacked Hiranyaksha on his cheek. And Hiranyaksha, not only his mace fell off his hand, but his body started to spin and fell down dead. The news reached the family, Hiranyaksha's family. And Hiranyakashipu, the elder brother, naturally was hurt that his very dear brother died, and his their mother and wife, Hiranyaksha's wife, mothers were crying. And naturally, when somebody dies, one feels acute pain out of separation. So Hiranyakashipu started to give them some very beautiful advice, as if he was quoting Bhagavad Gita. Jatasya hi dhruvo mrittur dhruvang janma mritasya cha dehi noshmin jatha dehe komaram chovanam jara dhiras tatra na muihati. He was giving his advice that one who is born is bound to die, so why lament? He has accepted a glorious death, fighting in the battlefield, warrior. So, one hand, he gives some very, very wonderful advice, but at the same time, he's a demon. And Prabhupada is saying, what's the nature of a demon? The nature of a demon is they're into sense gratification, materialistic enjoyment. And another principal symptom of a demon is that he is inimical to the demigods. They are also sometimes inimical to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So here Hiranyakashipu became inimical towards Hari. Who killed my brother? Hari. Okay, I'll take revenge. My dear brother, I'll give you the Shraddha, offering the blood of Hari onto your sacrificial fire. So I'm going to kill Hari. But he considered Hiranyaksha was very, very powerful. So equally powerful. And he has been defeated by Hari. So in order to defeat Hari, he'll have to become even more powerful. So he went to Mandar Mountain and performed severe austerities, standing just on one foot, left foot. One foot on the ground, other foot lifted up, hands lifted up, standing there, not only on the foot, on his toe. Such powerful individual. and he performed austerities for so long that his whole body was eaten up by the ants. And the white ants created a mound over around his body, ant hill. His whole body was eaten up. Even the other inner organs. Lungs was eaten up, intestine was eaten up, heart was eaten up, brain was eaten up, everything was eaten up. The only thing is, his body was standing, the skeleton was standing, and the soul was preserved in the bone marrow, inside the bone. Such powerful individual. Then Brahma came and gave him the benediction. What benediction Hiranyakashipu wanted? Make me immortal. If I become immortal, then I can defeat anybody. Nobody can kill me. I can kill everybody. Brahma said, this boon I can't give. No one in this world is immortal. You yourself told your mother, Jatasya hi dhruva mrityu. So you know the secret of this material nature. Why you are asking for such a benediction? So, no, I know you are all powerful. So if you want, you can make me immortal. Brahma said, I myself am not immortal. How can I make you immortal? So Hiranyakashipu asked, okay, give me the benediction that no man, demigod, asura, naga, gandharva, kinnara, he named everything. Even the animals won't be able to kill me. Okay, that benediction I can give. Tathastu, granted. Give me the benediction that I won't be killed by any weapon. Granted. Give me the benediction that I will not be killed in the space, on the ground, or in water. Granted. Give me the benediction that I will not be killed during the day or night. Granted. Give me the benediction that I won't be killed inside the house or outside the house. Granted. Now getting these boons, Hiranyakashipu became extremely powerful. And he was the first who defeated all the demigods. And then he thought that he will, if he can find Hari, he will challenge him and kill him. Now in the meantime, when he was performing austerities, taking advantage of his absence, the demigods attacked the kingdom of the demons, asuras, and defeated them. And they found that Hiranyakashipu's wife, Kayadhu, was pregnant. So they thought that in the womb there is a big demon, so when this demon is born, we'll kill him. So they took Kayadhu captivity and was forcibly taken her. So Narad Muni then appeared. He said, what is the matter? Why are you torturing a woman? Don't you know the code of dharma? And a woman should never be tortured or abused. So they reasoned with her. We are actually carrying her because she is pregnant, and in her womb there is Hiranyakashipu's son. So we don't want to take a chance. As soon as the son will be born, we will kill him. Because we don't want another demon. Narad Muni assured, no. The child she is carrying is a great devotee of the Lord. There is nothing to be afraid of. So they left Kayadhu and So Kayadhu didn't have any place to go. Her husband's kingdom has been taken over by the demigods. So Narad Muni gave her the shelter. And Narad Muni also gave her a benediction that the child in her womb will not be born until Hiranyakashipu returned. So Kayadhu was staying in Narad Muni's ashram, and Narad Muni used to instruct her about devotional service, about Krishna, about Krishna's wonderful qualities, Krishna's wonderful pastimes. And sitting in his mother's womb, Prahlad used to listen to those narrations. And as a result of that, Prahlad became a devotee. So here we can see what is the secret of becoming a devotee. How can one become a devotee? How does one become a devotee? One becomes a devotee due to the mercy of a devotee. Yes, Shravanam, Kirtanam. But Shravanam comes from devotee's mouth. Kirtanam comes from devotee's mouth. That's why there is Shravanam. So the secret of becoming a devotee is to come in contact with the devotee. So that is how we can see Prahlad Maharaj became a devotee. Also there is another anecdote in Hari Bhakti Vilas that's describing how Prahlad became a devotee. Once Prahlad, in his previous life, with his girlfriend, went out to spend the night with her. And they came to a place which was a ruin, so they cleaned up the place. And in the meantime, they developed some argument. And they had such bitter argument, bitter fight, that both of them stayed up the whole night. And although they carried food and all, they were so upset they didn't eat anything. And actually, that temple, the ruin, was actually an old temple of Nishingadev. That day was Nishinga Chaturdasi. And because they stayed up the whole night and fasted on that day, as a result of that, Prahlad received Agyata Sukriti and became a devotee. So this is an example of Agyata Sukriti, unknowingly develop that Sukriti. Jeshang Tantagatam Papam Jananam Punyakarma. So through Antagatam Papam, sinful reactions disappear and develop inconceivable piety, sukriti. That qualifies one to become a devotee. Anyway, so these are two factors. In his previous life, he received the mercy of Lord Nishingadev, and in this life, he received the mercy of Narad Muni. And as a result of that, Prahlad became such a great devotee. His father came back after performing austerities, becoming very, very powerful. And then, little child, Prahlad, you are 6 years old, so you should go to the Gurukul. You go and study Guru's ashram. And who is the Guru? Is Guru's sons, Shanda and Amarka, Shukracharya's sons. And there Prahlad was studying with his other friends, but deep down he had devotion to Krishna. So that was the most important thing in his heart. And he used to speak to his friends about Krishna, he used to play different pastimes of Krishna. So he was having a great time in Gurukul. And then one day Hiranyakashipu called Prahlad. Prahlad, my dear son, so how do you like it in Gurukul? Daddy, I love it there so much. My son, what did you learn there? What is the most important thing that you ever learned? I learned that Hari is the Supreme Personality of Godhead and He is the cause of all causes. What? This is what your Guru is teaching you? Call Sanda and Amarka. When Sanda and Amarka were called, they were trembling like a dry leaf in a storm. What are you teaching, my son? My enemy, Hari, is the Supreme Personality. Instead of teaching him that I am the Supreme Personality. No, Prabhu, no, my Lord, we never taught him that. Why did he learn that? I don't know, we never really spoke about Hari to him. Then maybe all these devtas are coming and trying to spoil him, brainwashing him. Then in this way, they just, Hiranyakashipu warned the teachers and made arrangements that the place will be so well guarded, the Gurukul will be so well guarded that not even a fly could enter there. In that atmosphere, Prahlad was studying economics, politics, and diplomacy, all kinds of mundane topics. Then again, Hiranyakashipu called his son, my dear son, so what is the most important thing that you learned? Hari is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He threw him out of his lap. And he ordered his soldiers, kill him. Just as a little fire can destroy the whole forest, just as a poisonous tree can ruin the beautiful garden, a single perverted member of the family can destroy the whole family. Okay. So the demon soldiers, the warriors, Hiranyakashipu's bodyguards, must have been so powerful, and they were able to fight with the demigods. They had such powerful weapons. But those weapons couldn't do anything to Prahlad. They were trying to kill him with the weapons. Many of the weapons just broke into pieces and nothing happened to Prahlad. Hiranyakashipu was surprised. He was thinking that because he's my son, he got this amazing power. So he ordered, put him in the pit of the venomous snakes and let the snakes bite him to death. Nothing happens. The snakes started to appeal to Hiranyakashipu with tears in their eyes. My Lord, our sacks are empty and our fangs are broken, but nothing is happening to this child. Okay, put him under the feet of wild elephants. Nothing happened. Elephants came in front of him with their trunks lifted, offered obeisances to Prahlad. The mahouts, the drivers, were hitting elephants with the ankush, the gold. Nothing happened. The elephants will move. Okay, light a mountainous fire and throw him in that fire. Nothing happened. Throw him from the mountain top. Nothing happened. Throw him, bury him under the ocean. Throw him in the ocean and bury him with boulders. Nothing happened. Just came out of the water. Hiranyakashipu was surprised. How can you be? How can you do this? How are you able to do this? Where did you get this power? Where did you get the strength from? I got the strength from where everybody gets his strength, including even you. Hari is the source of all strength. And where is your Hari? I told you, he's everywhere. Is he in this pillar? Yes. He struck the pillar with his bare fist, broke the pillar. And all of a sudden he couldn't make out what was happening. He saw a strange form emerging from the pillar. It looked like a lion was emerging, but then he saw there was the head of a lion and the body of a man. So he immediately pulled out his sword and tried to attack. And a fight ensued. For a long, long time they fought. Hiranyakashipu had that encounter with Prahlad during midday. And at midday actually, Lord Nrsimhadev appeared. He didn't appear in the evening. At the evening time, after the whole day-long fight, in the evening he killed Hiranyakashipu. So finally he grabbed Hiranyakashipu, Lord Nrsimhadev. Then he sat at the doorstep, placed him on his lap. And when it was the time when the day was just turning into night, twilight, when it's neither day nor night, with his nails he tore open Hiranyakashipu's body. The body of Hiranyakashipu was so strong that even thunder couldn't do anything. Thunder that splits mountains could not do anything. But that body of Hiranyakashipu was pierced open by Lord, just like a child with his nails can prise open the insect. Dalita Tanu Bhringam. Hiranyakashipu Tanu Bhringam. Bhringam means insect or like a bee. Bhringam. And the body of a bee or a fly is so soft. Like that he tore open his body. Now, do you remember? He won't be killed by any man or an animal. So, he appeared as Narasimha, half man, half lion. Is it a man or an animal? He won't be killed in the space or land. He placed him on his lap, which was neither the space nor the land. He won't be killed inside the house or outside the house. He sat at the doorstep, which is neither the inside nor the outside. He won't be killed during the day or the night. He killed him at the time of twilight, when it's neither day nor night. He won't be killed by any weapon he used. Narahari Nakhamadbhuta Shringam, with his nails, which is not a weapon. So no matter how smart one may be materially, but no one can outsmart the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So this is how the Lord killed Nrsimhadev. So this chapter is describing that Nrsimhadev was so angry at that time. He was so angry because with Hiranyakashipu, because the way he dealt with his devotee, that he was so angry that no one dared to go in front of him. Brahma couldn't go, even Lakshmi Devi couldn't go. Narad couldn't go. Lakshmi Devi, who resides in the chest of the Lord, Bhakshushi, Lakshmi Jashasa, Bhakshushi. That Lakshmi even cannot go, his own eternal consort. But Brahma Pushpa pacified. When Prahlad came near the Lord's anger subsided, and affection started to flow from his heart. And this chapter is describing how Prahlad pacified the Lord. And the Lord is asking Prahlad, take any benediction you want. Anything that you want. But what is Prahlad Maharaj's response? Kritartho asmi varam najachi. I am completely satisfied. I am completely fulfilled. All my desires have been fulfilled. Kritartho asmi varam najachi. I don't need any benediction. I don't need to take anything from you. So that is a sign of a pure devotee, as Narad Muni is saying. That a pure devotee, even though the Lord wants to give him benediction, but a pure devotee doesn't want that. So thus end the Bhaktivedanta purports of the 7th canto, 9th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled Prahlad Pacifies Lord Nrsimhadev with Prayers. Thank you very much. So I won't invite any questions. It's already quite late. So go take prasad and get ready for the day. I have just quick.
Hare Krishna. So the devotees can come forward. This is the names of devotees who are getting Bhakti Shastri certificate. So I will just call the name. Anand Vraj Prabhu, Buddhimanta Prabhu, Dhir Gaur Prabhu, Kant Krishna Prabhu, Anand Vraj Prabhu, Buddhimanta Prabhu,
Hari Bol, Hare Krishna, Buddhimanta,
Krishna Mukund Prabhu, Ram Charan Prabhu, Ramni Shiromani Prabhu, Ratna Bhushan Prabhu, Shyam Ballabh Prabhu,
Ram Charan,
Shivas Kripa Prabhu,
Ramani Shiromani,